Unconventional.
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 Unconventional. Unconventional.
Unconventional.
Unconventional.
Unconventional.
Unconventional.
Unconventional podcast where we talk about how classroom learnings translate into real-world success right here at the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City. I'm Nicholas Alexis. You can call me Nick. I'm on Instagram at The Lucid Saint.
And I'm Brandon Casillo. You can find me on Instagram as Casillionaire. And, from the famous minds behind Moshpit Connected, we have...
Rachel Robinson.
Gabriel Pereira.
Van Sinceros.
This is the first podcast where we have 3 guests. I couldn't think of a better trio. So before we hop into the actual questions, Rachel, what's your major?
Photography.
What's your major,
I
Gabe?
am an AMC major.
I am also an AMC major.
AMC,
AMC
and one
as well.
photography. I love that.
Wow.
So you are the main team responsible behind the design, production, and marketing. How do you split this up, and how do your respective majors actually contribute to what you do for Moshpit?
I think it's very collaborative. I don't think we necessarily split up anything because I think we all touch every aspect of everything. If that makes sense. I think it has to be cohesive and it's just our art.
It's a very collaborative. We bounce the ideas off each other. We show each other mock-ups. We kind of just build off of what we already know. Mm-hmm. And then, for advertising, since we're learning that, it comes kind of
hand in hand, right?
Yeah, kind of naturally. So Instagram or social media marketing, we're learning that. So it's pretty easy. Then also, I don't know what else to say.
I feel like there's no specific part that we each have. Even with the photography, when we do the photo shoots and stuff, Gabe was on top of the lockers, taking pictures.
I saw that.
So we all kind of just bounce off each other.
Yeah, because you never want to put
we have a good relationship.
You never want to put too much work on one person.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like a shared mix.
Yeah, and I feel like if we're just trying to convey what we all want to say, it's better that we all say it rather than just Rachel does 100% of the photography because, a lot of the design aesthetic from the the whole reason we did the photos that way is because we wanted it to be that way. All of us. So, yeah.
That makes sense, and you're both AMC and photography, so you're really applying what you learn at FIT to a business opportunity, which is really amazing.
Yeah.
So how does attending FIT give you this opportunity to keep Moshpit Connected alive and thriving?
So, what me and Van initially thought about it, the way we think about it is we did Moshpit Connected. It wasn't supposed to be very serious. We were making one T-shirt at
I
the
remember
beginning.
that. Mm-hmm.
And I started with stickers a year before, right? And I was like, okay, I'm never gonna actually make these. Mm-hmm. But then me and Van were sitting in class one time, right? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure it was a direct marketing class, and yeah, I was like, oh shit, oh dang, I cursed.
You're fine. Keep going. So you guys were in a digital marketing class together, right?
Yeah.
So how'd you guys, end up collaborating from that?
Yeah, I showed him the graphic, and then me and Van got talking over several classes, being like, he screen print, and then at a certain point, I'm like, hey, we should screen print this shirt. Let's go do it. And then, a week later, we had a shirt, and then from there, we sold 3 shirts. I think our professor was the first person to buy one.
Really?
No way.
It was really funny, and that was
2 more people from that same class, and then we made a small production run from that profit. We went outside the school and we just started walking around trying to sell them to people, and we actually sold a couple, and then ended up selling out.
I think what our rationale behind that is we were going up to people who we thought the T-shirt would speak to, and on the breezeway, and be like, hey, I see what you're doing. I think you would love this shirt. I think you should buy this shirt. And some people were just a little standoffish because, we were just basically panhandling at that point. But I think some people rocked with it enough. And, I still remember those people. I see them all around. They still wear the shirts. And it's kind of
your first
really
customers
cool.
are you're oh my God, you helped me actually get the vision. And also, and now I see the business opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And they say stuff to us too. They'll come up to us and be like, hey, you guys do the shirts. I'm so happy. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
It's really a positive experience.
Yeah, you guys are all over campus. So currently, how do you go about sales? I know you guys just got into the style shop, which is amazing.
Actually, we were in the style shop last semester also. That was with our...
the Dubinsky tee, and I think it was only Dubinsky tee.
It was just the Dubinsky tee.
Just the Dubinsky tee.
The I Survived?
That's our first, the I Survived the Dubinsky elevator tee.
The most infamous one, right?
Yeah. We decided to sell that in there because it was right next to right next
Makes
to there.
sense, right?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
Yeah,
sense.
so when you get off,
Yeah.
just straight ahead. Oh,
Yeah.
man, I survived the Dubinsky elevator. Let's
That's
make a
right.
cop a
So
shirt right now.
So you're going down there, you get stuck in there, you know, it happens. And and then someone says, "Oh, I want the T-shirt," like, and it's right there.
So,
Yeah.
well, I was gonna ask you, Van, specifically. So, beyond just the Style Shop, you know, as lead creative and co-founder, you know, what's your plans on expanding Moshpit? You know, how are you gonna expand Moshpit beyond just the Style Shop?
So, right now, FITE is the home of Moshpit, and where it can go is just how far we take it. With, do you want to take it from me?
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead, yeah.
I think what I was trying to say earlier, they don't teach a class on how to actually make a brand here, you know, and we're marketing majors, and you know, what I feel is that a lot of the projects that I do here is just like kind of hypothetical, you know, and it's really hard to get real world experience just pretending to do things. So I feel like I think we made our own class, you know.
Absolutely,
Pretty
because
much.
yeah.
Because in class we work with brands that already exist. Like I had a class where I had to work with Poland Spring and make like a hard seltzer. But to have your own brand is that's something totally different because that brings in the actual creative aspect, not just solely marketing, but then also entrepreneurship.
100% of Moshpit came from us. You know, we had no outside investors, all of our own money itself, and you know, it's a more recent thing that we've been accepted by, you know, the FIT community. Last year, I think, right after we launched the shirts, we got featured in Runway 27.
That was a fun experience.
It was really fun. It was actually a big deal. Shout out Audrey Necessito.
Hey.
All right, she's the G. She got us in and it was like the biggest deal ever. It was like, dang, it was like we launched in October, right?
Of 2020.
Of last year.
2022, yeah.
Yeah. So at that time, I was hanging around the Kid Super Studios. So, we took it upon ourselves, be like, hey, we launched T-shirts, so we brought it to Colton's birthday party, and that was one of the other first people who got our shirts. We're like, okay, bet.
Yeah, that was one of the big highlights. We went there because we told him that we were doing this. He said, sweet, bring me one. And so we said, awesome. So we went to his birthday party and we gave him one. And it was just an amazing night.
That sounds so cool.
And 100% of that, well, we had to buy tickets. It was funded by Moshpit, which is really nice.
But that's marketing right there, and like you can put so much money into, but like having that opportunity to actually market your product, whether it's with an individual or putting it somewhere like in a style shop so somebody can see that, is what you're learning in class, and then you just put that in your own brand. So you're the co-founder and creative director, Gabriel.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, FIT has these signs around campus all over that say FIT is its Passion Free Campus, and Moshpit has created this shirt. And what does the shirt say?
FIT is a free tobacco campus.
Yes. So how did you put your own creative spin on that?
I'm not gonna lie, I made it on Snapchat.
No way.
I'm gonna be so real. Yeah. So you know how you could do the cutout feature on Snapchat?
Yeah.
This is before, like, I'm not gonna lie. I do graphic design like an iPad kid. I have a lot of one function apps on my phone. Rather than actually doing the Photoshop app, I just rather do those because that's just the way my brain works.
Shit.
I think quite literally it was a screenshot of a screenshot of a screenshot, and then I sent it to Van,
Snapchat.
and then we initially got it. We got our method down a little bit more now. But yeah, it was a
So
Snapchat.
no more Snapchat cutting out days, right?
Definitely not, but I use Adobe Express, which is basically the same thing.
No, but Snapchat is funny, but it shows that people think, oh, I can't start my own brand because I don't know how to do graphic design.
Yeah,
But you have
Yeah.
Snapchat, you have
Yeah.
all like these websites. Go out there. We have Canva. Canva is so easy to create. If you just have Snapchat, just try something, start your own brand, work with other people, connect like Moshpit did.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
for Rachel, as a photographer and a visual director, how do you convey the Moshpit connected brand through your lens? I know you said you have Gabe and Van help you, but you're the visual director, so you see the vision with help from them.
So the big shoot that we just did was for this one, the school uniform T-shirt, which is the Brat Styles, which is super Y2K. So fisheye lens, first of all, for Y2K. And then we did a bunch of we did have like a vintage camera, like a serious vintage camera that we used, and we made a video edit with it. And so basically I wanted to take a Y2K theme and put it into the pictures, and then have like the pictures be super candid so it feels very welcoming for people seeing the pictures to come in and be like, oh wow, that's just two girls hanging out like on campus. That could be me. Let me get
I
a
saw
shirt,
that. Yeah, I
you
saw
know?
that. It's on the Style Shop Instagram post.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, massive exposure on that for sure.
Yeah. So
Love that.
that's
So your
super
main
cool.
photo shoots on campus?
Yeah, it's on campus.
I think all of our photo shoots have really been on campus. We do have some other people who have taken photos for us in the past. I think one of our
Roman
old
Prieto.
Roman did our first Roman did our first photo shoot with Ezra, who they're both photo majors as well. And we did that in January of was it this year?
Yeah.
So
It was this
literally January 2023, and that was a collaboration with Accessories, who's also an FIT alum, and we did a photo shoot there in the Breezeway, and it was pretty cool. That's where we, got our first real.
Because FIT is your main
Yeah.
target audience, so you want to
Yeah.
showcase. Yes,
Think-
we have FIT like branding on it, but we also take these pictures on campus.
I think that's important to
Yeah.
like really engulf it all together because it is, the shirts aren't FIT made, but they're so
Yeah.
engulfed in FIT
Exactly.
that
Yes.
So you
even
get us
I'm a
with FIT.
freshman.
Mm-hmm.
No way, really?
Yeah. So even
That's crazy.
before I started, like this is my first semester, I knew about these shirts
Mhm.
from like people that I've followed, even like, well, Van, obviously, me and Van know each other from
Yeah, from
a
back
lot-
home.
Yeah, but like I didn't even know that Van made those shirts, and me and him are good friends like that. But
'Cause the-
I've seen it.
The brand is so big,
Yeah,
you
so
like you
I've
have to
seen
like hunt
people
down the
post
person who
and
made
stuff,
it.
and I'm like, wow, that's really awesome. FIT made that shirt themselves as the school, but
But they didn't.
But they didn't.
It was FIT students.
Students,
And that's
right.
also organic marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, very much. We lean a lot more towards organic marketing than anything else. It's a lot of PR, which you learn in the advertising
Yeah.
communications.
We give a lot of free shirts away.
Which is good. Too bad I never got one. But besides
I got one, I appreciate that.
Besides asking you where can I get a shirt, are you ever gonna make a website or anything like that?
So we just launched a Depop. We haven't posted
Oh.
anything on it, and I feel like that's a good thing before a website because I feel like a website is just like a whole thing.
It is, yeah.
And I feel like a Depop is like still with like our it's not just a design aesthetic, but just like it's just the
It's a
way we
culture
do
thing.
things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I really everything we do it ourselves. So I feel like
It needs to make sense.
it needs to
Right.
make sense for brand cohesiveness, and I
Yeah.
think Depop is
Yeah.
easy.
And your target market is college students,
Yeah.
and they use Depop.
Basically.
Where is
At
that?
fashion school.
Or
and
Etsy
they're
too,
using
right?
Depop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear almost every girl has a Depop on their story. They're like, hey, I'm
Yep.
selling my clothes.
Most
You
are
know?
like
My Instagram
reselling
story
their
right
stuff.
now is my Depop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
we do have experience with websites. I have a skateboard clothing company called Scribble Skate, www.scribbleskate.com.
Hey.
Scribble with a K.
Link in description.
Link in description.
Link in
I
bio.
appreciate that.
Of course, of course.
But so we have experience website building and online sales. But I feel that right now we're kind of at a smaller scale that we're trying to kind of build towards.
Yeah.
Especially with our product lines and other stuff we're working on.
Yeah, and I think right now, just because we've been way more active recently, we did take a little bit of not a break, but it kind of got as soon as the semester started, it got took a little bit of a little time to get things going again. But I think these past few weeks have been pretty busy, and
Yeah.
I think the reactions that we're getting are pretty reflective to that. This last month has been kind of crazy.
Everything that you see takes a lot of work because there's a lot of things that you don't see, like the production of all the tees,
I can
the
imagine.
design.
Yeah.
It takes longer than just a day. Or you say, oh, I just want to make a tee. Oh, I order it. No, we have to build
Yeah.
the screens.
Yeah.
Like I go to a thrift store and I get a frame and I stretch the screen. And I build it and I coat it with the emulsion. I burn it with the transparencies that I print at home on my home printer, and then I print them.
Every single tee is hand printed, and I feel like that's one thing that we want to keep because it's not
Sustainable.
that hard to drop ship or to go to
Right.
custom ink or something
Yeah,
and
yeah,
be like,
just-
hey,
yeah.
I'm a designer
Order
now.
yours, right.
I'm
Here's a
making
logo print.
T-shirts.
Yeah.
But are they really making the T-shirts? But I really do feel for non-fashion students at a fashion school, we really do have to take into the actual, I think, craft.
Yeah.
The time and effort and just the
Prove
skill,
ourselves.
the knowledge you have to know. I wasn't making shirts like this my whole life. It took a long time. I've been doing this for around 2-3 years now, and now I'm just kind of figuring out the basics. So there's still a lot more I can do. There's CMYK, which is kind of like how printers work.
Yeah.
Where you can print colored images. I have this I have this design of the school that I have in color that I want to do, but it takes 4 screens, so I have to do.
It's a little difficult right now.
It's a little difficult for right now. I'm still practicing. Hopefully, maybe over winter break, I can come at it, and then when we come back, we'll have a new product.
Because you don't have class to worry about.
Yeah.
You'll just go
Yeah.
into like full mode, like in the zone.
That's usually what happens.
Me too.
Like Drake says, dialed in.
Yeah, dial
Sure,
in
you're gonna
all the
dial
way,
into
all
that.
the way.
All of
It's
our
so dope.
production is done during the school year,
Yeah.
so we have to really work around our school schedules. So that is also what's kind of like, messing with the flow a little bit. But I feel like even with that, we've done pretty good.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
these shirts are literally made in Ben's basement. Like we're crammed in his little
It's a
basement.
nice basement. I have a studio
nice
set up.
basement.
It's not just
Yeah.
a regular. It's not
on,
just like
on a white folding table.
not a dingy basement.
With like one light.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like- it's a
you know
craft
it.
table.
It's a craft table and it's great.
I like the quote.
I have a press. I have a pen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kid Super has a quote, basement to billboards. We want to be
Right.
basement to billboards.
Almost like big companies all sort of like, I know Apple started in the basement. Or not in the basement, in
The
the
garage.
garage.
Disney.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All sort of like that. You guys are right on that path.
So you said you were a freshman, Rachel.
Yes.
What year are you, Gabe?
I am in my second year.
And what year are you in?
I am a junior.
So you guys are going to be here for at least another year. A year from now, where do you want to be with Moshpit?
I think right now we're trying to go into other, I guess, production styles. So I did this cut and sew. It's pretty simple, but
You want to get up for the camera?
Yeah.
Kinda show a little
Is
bit?
this a sneak peek?
this is a sneak peek. I just started I made these a few days ago. And we're gonna have like a short run of them. and then
Oh, I didn't see the
Oh,
pin.
you never
The
fit
pants.
in.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
so
love that.
I think we're
Wow.
gonna move into non-t-shirt things.
Yeah.
Which is cool. It's just a little bit more difficult to find people who like want to fit it and source the actual materials.
Right.
A lot more fashion oriented. A lot more custom pieces other than just
Yeah.
slapping our logos on stuff, because we have
Yeah.
we make stuff, but
Yeah.
I feel like when we started out doing this, we just decided
We
okay,
didn't have a logo.
we didn't have a logo, so we
It was just
yeah.
my brand collabed with his brand.
I think we just
Moshpit.
it-
No, what was it? Scribble X Artois.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, so how did you get the name
Yeah,
Moshpit
where'd it come from?
So I think it was 2 years ago now. I was in Gold Sounds, which is a venue in Brooklyn, and I think I was listening to this band Plastic Baby Jesus, who is
Great band.
now defunct, literally defunct. They don't even exist. I think they exist for maybe 6 months,
Plastic Baby
and I think I saw them in Wash one time.
Oh.
So then I was in the mosh pit and I'm like, damn, there should be like a social media app. Just be like, yo, we should connect all the mosh pits. And then I got that.
Smart.
Then I was like, bam, I have this idea. So I got that shit. Then I got it trademarked and I'm like, damn, now I have this trademark and I don't know how to build an app. So I'm like, I better reuse this name. And I don't think it's a reuse. I think it's still like, part of the brand identity. You know? What is a mosh pit? It's a group of people enjoying like music, grooming each other,
Yeah.
Music,
And
vibes,
I think,
passion, everything.
I think
There's no
our-
other place like it.
I think the
Right.
way we work is very much a mosh pit of ideas. You know?
Makes a lot of
Guys
sense.
just being thrown in.
I love how you said that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just throwing good in and something
Seeing
good's
what
gonna
comes
come from
out,
it.
yeah.
So true.
And
Whatever
clearly,
sticks.
clearly,
You should see our
absolutely
group
did.
chat. It's
Oh,
absurd.
I've
There's a bunch of ideas
It's
shooting all
absurd.
around.
You don't wanna see
I'll open my phone, I'll take it off of Do Not Disturb, and I'm like, oh, what is going on?
No, I think I spam.
It's, yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
but-
lot of ideas.
Yeah, and I think it's the way we think. If we don't write it down,
Yeah, we
it's
forget.
we're probably gonna forget it. So
Yeah. Like sometimes I have such great ideas before bed. I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and remember it.
No.
And then I wake up like I know I had something good, but I don't know what it was.
Yep.
But I was too lazy to
Yeah.
like get my phone or like write something
Yeah.
down. And it's those ideas that you have to write down and like capitalize
Mm-hmm.
upon that specific moment.
Yeah.
I want to ask you guys, where do you guys draw like your inspiration from? Is it just you guys like seeing mood boards? Because I know a lot of students they just do mood boards stuff like they get inspiration from that way.
I think we-
How do you guys do it?
I don't think we really have mood boards. I think for the video shoot, I was trying. We were thinking Y2K, so I watched a bunch of like old music videos.
Oh, okay.
But like, if you look at the videos, because they've been re-uploaded to YouTube, it's kind of
Right.
grainy as a lot.
Yeah.
The one that I really
Ours?
like, yeah, ours.
It's also on a 1998 camera.
For the aesthetic.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
the aesthetic.
For
the
the,
aesthetic.
yeah.
Yeah.
For that aesthetic, but I think for the t-shirts, it's more like what really makes sense. We have a lot of like designs that we're just never gonna produce because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But like the Dubinsky elevator, it made sense because it's something that I think everybody has a shared experience with,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 100%.
The tobacco tea shared experience. People understand that. They see it. They understand it. I think in school uniform, I
This
think it
one's
really.
just iconic.
It's just
No,
iconic
it is, yeah.
because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I walk around campus and I see brat stalls, and you know,
But in real life,
it
people.
real
Yeah,
life
no,
brat
I know what you mean.
stalls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Everybody has their own style, but I know exactly what you
Yeah.
mean by that.
Yeah.
And this one,
I've designed most of the most recent designs,
Mhm.
you know, bouncing off ideas from everybody here.
Yeah.
But the overall design layout doesn't come from a lot of mood boards. I feel like this is a more personal
Great.
project,
Mhm.
so it comes more from, you know, inside like your head.
Mhm.
Our
Right.
group chat.
A group
Our
chat,
chat.
your
Crazy
head.
group chat.
You know,
Yeah.
like we don't really have to look at anything.
Mhm.
We can kind of see like, oh, does this look good here or does this look good here? We kind of just like bounce off ideas. You know, like this looks better here. This looks better here. Should this be this size? Should this be this size?
Mhm.
And it kind of just ends up in a like
We
an
make
a
Yeah.
mosh pit.
A mosh
Mosh
pit.
pit.
I was
Mosh
waiting for
pit.
that.
More mosh
Shit,
pit.
I love that.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of like more like an eye appealing
Yeah.
like product.
I
Do you
also,
guys- oh, go ahead,
sorry.
go ahead.
I
No,
also
go ahead.
think we come up with other ideas and a bunch of stuff that we just like morph together, but I feel like the stuff that actually gets printed and produced is
Very
all
intentional.
satirical
Yeah.
and intentional to FIT that the students would understand and be like and actually laugh at.
Yeah, we're
like,
making official bootleg t-shirts.
exactly.
Bootleg
That professors
t-shirts
buy.
That
and
professors
like-
buy and that are in a official school store.
So I don't think we are. I'm not
I don't
saying
think we're bootleg anymore, but I think
No,
we're
at this
still
point,
bootleg.
no, yeah.
No,
Style
you guys
shop,
are official with
professors.
it,
I think it's pretty
Hopefully we don't
serious.
get
I say it's official.
Mhm.
I say it's official.
Oh no.
100%.
So you said you had it. What name did you have trademark?
Moshpit.
How did you go about that?
Email a letter to yourself, but my mother.
Oh.
But yeah, you have to get it officially trademarked. So
Yeah.
it's all you have to go through.
That's a whole nother process.
It's a whole nother
Yeah.
process. Everybody should do it with their stuff, just so nobody.
I gotta do it with my Casillionaire.
Yeah,
I gotta get that trademark.
I'm kind of glad that I got the Instagram handle. You know,
Mhm.
I wasn't able to get that for my own brand,
Wait.
which kind of sucks. But
Look at that camera. What's the Instagram handle?
at moshpit_connected.
Link in description. Moshpit_connected on Instagram. Amazing photo shoots. Amazing clothing. So right now, if I wanted a shirt, how do I get one if I'm not going to the style shop or I don't know where it is?
You can DM us on Instagram.
At
DM for teasing cruise.
Moshpit_connected.
DM for teasing cruise.
That's the main selling point. I have one more question. So do you ever mess around with color? I know a lot of your shirts are white. You have this red one. Do you ever think about different actual, like something pink or something vibrant? Or are you going for like a specific aesthetic that is these white
Printer
and...
core.
Printer core?
Printer core.
Printer core.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that because every single run that we do mess with color.
Mhm.
We kind of, when we're grabbing your shirts, we grab just like a random color out of the things, you know, because we want to see how it looks. You know, we mainly sell white tees, you know, because a lot of people are like they want the white
Yeah.
tee because it's
And they
very
go with everything.
They go with
Yeah.
everything. It's
Yeah.
basic, you know, you can't go wrong.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But occasionally we'll have like a special one. I remember the Dubinsky elevator one for the first flea market that we attended that we were not invited to. And
We
we
were not
actually
You
invited.
guys crashed it.
Wait, tell that
crashed
story
it.
real quick. Tell that. I
Yeah.
heard about that.
So you wanna?
You can do it.
Okay, so we figured out that there was FIT flea markets,
Mhm.
and essentially we tried to get into both of them, and we got denied from both of them. But me and Van, because we were on that, you know, that timing where we were just like on the street selling the T-shirts out of IKEA bags, we're like, they're not gonna tell us to leave. And I think that's exactly what we did. We stood outside.
Mhm.
We didn't even say anything to anybody. We just like
Yeah, we just stood there with the tees.
we
and people
stood
came
there
out
with
to
the
us.
tees, with the IKEA bag in front of us, and we sold out every single tee.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, we're onto something. And that was
Yeah.
the first flea market. And then the second flea market, by that time we
Was that
had
this
our
one?
no, this is our third flea
Oh
market.
wow.
By our second flea market,
Mhm.
we already had our clothes in the style shop.
Mm.
So they tried to kick us out again, but
Wow.
because we were in the style shop, they couldn't.
Mm.
So we sold out again. And
But you-
We're really surprised by how much support we've gotten over these tees. Like, it's unreal
Mhm.
to make something that, you know, gets a lot of support and people look for.
Yeah.
Right.
you see your vision come to life and other people like it. Because sometimes people have this vision and nobody likes it, but to know that you create something that people wear, that they want to buy, that they want to walk around with and take pictures with, that is something like nothing else.
You know what's so scary? I walk around campus sometimes and I see people who I've never met before wearing my t-shirt.
Really?
And then sometimes I see people who
sure.
I don't like wearing my t-shirt. And I don't know if they know I make the t-shirt. And I'm like,
That's the best thing. Though. That's the
I'm
best
like,
thing.
thank you for your money.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is so
that's great.
awkward now.
Yeah. You're still getting the money, so who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? That's all it's
I
about.
also
And then
feel
it's
like
marketing.
it's becoming so popular because it's teetering on rebellious.
True.
And people
I agree.
eat that up.
I agree, absolutely.
And
This
Moshpit,
generation,
you know,
for sure.
like punk music,
Mhm.
you know, it's kind of like the grungy core. We're kind of some of our t-shirts that represent.
Mhm.
So you know, like Moshpit, music, it all meshes well.
Yeah.
Do you guys plan to like make more? I want to say more avenues, like you just said, Moshpit music, Moshpit. I don't know, maybe
Yeah,
visuals.
We're
Do you guys want to expand into
we're
that
going
too?
into other things. We've been in production with this. We have a sample being made of like a leather bag. It's supposed to be like a skateboard handbag.
Wow.
And yeah, production is like it's just so difficult to get a sample done.
It's production hell right now.
Oh, it's been a nightmare. It's been 8 months. It's been we started I think last semester. I
No
think in
way.
May, and it's
Really?
it's almost January again.
Yeah, like life stuff happens.
No,
You
yeah.
need to.
Class,
Like, but,
everything
you know,
else.
We're working on it slowly.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
when it does happen, you know, hopefully we'll have a bigger
All in
image
good
at that
timing.
end.
Yeah, you
it's
don't
all
want
in
to
good
rush
timing.
anything. And then,
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to rush anything.
Yeah.
You know.
And I really do think, right, what we're heading towards now is each video is just going to be a different era of ours. So our first video was our first photo shoot. Our second video was our second official photo shoot, and I think we named that one 2003 plus 20 because it's 2023. And I think going into 2024, I want to do a lot more video projects. We've been talking about doing films since the beginning,
Yeah.
but it was a little bit
Short
more difficult
films.
without a photo major with us, somebody who knows
Now she's
the
locked in.
camera.
You got it locked in
And
now.
I think having Rachel with us is definitely going to make it a lot easier to,
for sure.
be a fully functioning brand,
Right.
you know, because we don't have to go out of house for anything, pretty much.
It's all
Yeah.
in house.
We all do it ourselves. We don't really have any help from
And
anybody
it's like you
else.
know that you guys are all talented in what you guys do. It's like you know you can rely on each other. You're not gonna be
Yes.
over the top saying, "Hey, you're like,
Yeah.
did you do this right?" Or did
Yeah.
you know, you're not gonna be what's it called? I guess just looking over each other's shoulder trying to see if you
It's
guys
the
did it
team
right.
that really determines
Yeah.
the brand.
Right.
It gives more pride into it too.
Yeah.
To not outsource.
Absolutely. In Van's
so
basement.
In
In Van's
So you
basement.
guys were at the third flea market.
Yes.
Fully, not in the corner with that IKEA bag. You had your whole setup.
We
It
had a
was everything
table,
confirmed.
We had a rack, we had a rug.
Yes, I saw the
Setting up
rug.
was
Saw
so
that.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta throw a picture up real quick.
Yeah, right here. You guys are right in
Yeah.
front of the Dubinsky actual lobby. I think that was
Yeah.
a perfect place.
Yeah.
Talking about flea markets, this coming Tuesday, November 21st, our student government is hosting a sustainability flea market in the Breezeway from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have a bunch of student vendors. Come get some jewelry, clothing. Will you guys be there?
We will be there.
Confirmed?
Confirmed.
The
Official?
21st, 11 a.m.
Hey.
in the Breezeway. Come get the shirts we're talking about. Come get the shirts they're wearing. Come get the shirts that is all over Instagram. You see all over campus. Don't miss out. Don't be the person who doesn't have their brand.
Don't
Moshpit
be
is
like
everywhere.
me. I've been trying to get a hold of a shirt since like last year. I've still yet to DM you
Wait,
and
you
ask
want a
for a
shirt?
shirt. I do want a
So
shirt.
on November 21st
Okay, I
at
know where to
11
get my
a.m. in the
shirt.
Breezeway,
I
you
was
can
just
go
gonna
get
throw
one.
in this one, but that
I'll
works
take
too.
that one too. But yeah.
Before we wrap it up, Randy, let's do our infamous outfit check.
Oh yeah, let's do an outfit check. So we're gonna go from left to right. See what do you got on? You know, jewelry, from shirt, pants, shoes, whatever the case is, whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I had class at 9 a.m. this morning, and I did sleep in what I'm wearing last night. So, that is the truth, and that is life here.
But what's the shirt?
The shirt, this is our school uniform, Moshpit, obviously. This is the Restall one, best one, love it.
Fingerless gloves.
Fingerless gloves,
Fingerless
always
gloves, okay.
a staple.
The safety pin necklace.
Van's shirt that I put on from downstairs. Bracelet, my safety pin necklace that I made, and sweatpants that I slept in at Doc's.
Boom.
Great.
Nice.
Gabe, go for it.
I'm wearing this Supreme hat that I've worn every year, and then I have this. So this is just a sample. As I said, this is You'll Never Fit In. It's on a Billionaire Boys Club hoodie.
Oh.
And then I'm wearing the You'll Never Fit In pants that Van cooked up, which is actually pretty good. Van's like a full designer for real. And then I have my my Doc Martens. Yeah.
Nice.
I love that nice classic
stuff.
fit with your own spin on it, your own brand.
Spin on it, yeah, exactly.
Go for it, man.
So starting off with the hat is a vintage Stussy hat. And then the sweatshirt is
Do a spin
actually
around.
Oh, do a
Show
spin,
them
yeah.
the
Yeah,
back.
Do a spin. The
Come on,
back.
yeah.
The back is fire.
It's
okay.
insane.
The back is actually so this is a sample piece that
This morning.
I printed last night actually.
Really?
This is for the skateboard clothing brand Scribble. It features the Washington Square Park arch on the back, and
Do a spin around. Show them the front.
on the front.
The logo right there.
So this is another one of our logos.
So
Pants.
The pants are just Dickies, and then the shoes are navy blue custom Converse.
I love this
I
one.
got in Boston.
Leather bomber. I thrifted it. I love it. I think this is like one of my best jackets. Shirt is Calvin Klein. Necklace is my little lock necklace from Vitali. I got these from Zara, and of course, probably always the Jordans.
dope stuff. Me, basic today, just a regular white sweater from Zara. Jeans are from Levi's, and then Zara shoes actually. You know, yeah,
a lot of Zara.
surprisingly, a lot of Zara
I
today.
appreciate you guys. I am more than excited to see what you guys come up with. I will be there
Excited.
November 21st, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. supporting you guys, making sure people go to you. Once again, Moshpit_connected on Instagram. Link is going to be in the description. And of course, follow us on Instagram at Podcast Unconventional. Until next time,
Let's go.
adios, guys. That's a wrap.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You always have like 14 different
Pictures
issues.
are not edited. Those are actual raindrops.
Wow.
Yo, am I looking sexy or no?
What?
bro.
What kind of question is that, bro?
My fault. A little
You
insecurity,
woke
though.
up today, you look sexy, bro. Always. Woman though, I don't know about women.
Damn.
Yo, you're just projecting, bro. It's okay.
Ooh. Damn, he's gotta use the bathroom.
Damn, bro.
Really, bro?
Really, bro?
Bring the mics in there, do it right there. You
Tight.
guys had to pee before.
I think I'm gonna pee there.
Do you guys have to pee?
He's like, hold up.
No?
Oh, he's mic'd up.
He just starts peeing his pants.
So from the famous minds behind Moshpit Connected, we have